Hello. Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Nilesh Panchal. I'm pediatrician. Today, I'm going to discuss something about the coronavirus and how to take care of the children during the coronavirus season. First of all, I want to give some disclaimer that this talk is mainly giving the general information. More information you will get from your doctor or your healthcare provider. Now, first questions you might ask that what is COVID, what is corona, and how it spreads. So first of all, like the COVID is a name given by WHO. It is stand for Coronavirus Disease 2019. So that means it is a COVID-19, Coronavirus Disease 2019. It is caused by the virus name known as SARS-CoV-2. So there was one SARS infection, you might be aware. In the past, there was one pandemic of the SARS-1 was there, and this is the new version of that one. Now, this coronavirus, which is presently in circulation, COVID-19, this virus is basically the new virus. That's why it is known as a novel virus. And this is the virus, the humankind, which has not seen any time before. So we don't have any immunity against this virus. In the past, there are a lot of coronavirus are there, which eventually we got some immunity. But with this new virus, we don't have this immunity. That's why it is quite rampant and quite infectious, and it is taking the round all over the world. Now, how it spreads? So initially when the information started, it was told that it is just spread through the droplets. Droplet means like if somebody sneezes, somebody coughs, some of the material comes out that falls on surfaces. And if you touch that surfaces, then you will touch your face, then it will transfer from that surface to your body. It will pass through your nose and then goes to the lungs, and it will start causing the symptoms. But now it is told that it is having the airborne spread also. That means suppose somebody has sneezed and he has shedded all the material in the air. Now suppose from the same area, if you are passing in maybe next 15 or 20 minutes, you will inhale those viruses, and that's why that virus is directly going into your lungs through the nose, and it will start causing the symptoms. So the recommendation of the wearing the mask is based on this only. Now let's talk about the children. So you will have a question that can children get the COVID-19? Yes. All the children are prone for getting those infections, but luckily those children, or means all the children, doesn't show lot of signs, lot of symptoms, and their illness course is very minor or the moderate up to an extent. Like there are reported cases of the coronavirus infection in the newborn age group also, infant age group also, children, toddlers. All age can get affected, but the good part is that they have less symptoms and their severity is very less. Now we don't know why the children has the less symptoms. There are some theories based on some of the observation that some of the children is already exposed to some of the coronavirus, so there might be a cross immunity, so that they are less infected or they have less symptoms. And one theory is there that this virus, when enters through our nose and our throat, there are certain type of the receptors are there in our throat, which are known as ACE2 inhibitors, ACE2 receptors. Those ACE2 receptors are not expressed fully in the children, so that those viruses cannot attach to those receptors, so that they cannot enter to the body. But these all are the theories. We don't know exactly why the children are not that much affected. So the next question will be, is the symptoms are different in the children and the adult? No, almost all the symptoms are same. Like the commonest symptoms of the coronavirus infection is the high grade fever. After the high grade fever, like the fever runs very high, 39.5, 40-degree temperature, comes at regular interval. Then there will be some cough, then the body ache, myalgia. If there is smaller children, they will have the excessive crying. Surprisingly, there is not much running nose in the coronavirus infection, and generally over a span, like its duration is around 1 to 2 weeks. First few days there will be the high grade fever, then the some of the cough will start, then there will be the myalgia, means the muscle pain, child will cry. Some of the children has diarrhea also, and high grade fever and the diarrhea, because in some of the countries they have found out the coronavirus in the stool sample also. Diarrhea is common, little bit more common in the children than the adult. But as I told, like they don't have the very severe course. They have the milder symptoms and they will start getting better by their own. Now the next question will be there, that what should I do if my child has symptoms? So first and foremost, it is very important, like if you notice the fever and the cough specifically in this pandemic season, you definitely need to speak to your healthcare provider, whoever is your doctor. Now almost all the hospitals are providing the teleconsultation. So you narrate their symptom, let the doctor decide that whether it is corona or not. Second thing, there are certain type of the symptoms for which you have to immediately call the doctor or immediately go to the hospital. The number one is like if your child has a difficulty in the breathing. If the older child, if is telling that there is pain over the chest or the pressure over the chest, if they act like quite confused, like they feel that too drowsy, they just sit into the bed, they don't respond to your command, they have lot of refusal to feed, and maybe sometimes some reduction in the urine also. So those are the signs and symptoms which you have to consider very significant and immediately go to the hospital or immediately call to the hospital. So after that one, your next question will be there, that will my child need test? Now testing for the corona has a different protocol in all the countries. Like in some countries they check even the asymptomatic children also, and some children in some countries they check only on the symptomatic children. So it is based on the country's protocol whether your child will require test or not. So suppose like you will get tested, and in case, what are the treatment available? So generally for the children, as I told, it is very milder symptoms, or they have almost like the normal course of the illness. They don't need many medications, mainly the symptomatic medication. Symptomatic medications means like if you have fever, you will take the fever medicine. If you have a running nose, you will take the running nose medicine. If you have cough, you will take the cough medicine. If you have diarrhea, you will drink a lot of water. So those are known as symptomatic medication. There are no specific treatment for the children. But if the severity is more, yes, in some of the children there are certain antiviral medications, and the hydroxychloroquine is also used. But that is also based on the national guideline where you are staying. There is a separate guideline for the children, how to treat the children with the corona, and they will provide you. Now you will ask the question that how can I prevent my child from getting the infection? So you are aware that now everywhere in the media, everywhere there is an advertisement that you stay at home. So that is the most important prevention step, to stay at home. Second thing is to maintain the social distance. What is a social distance? So like you can stay 6 feet away from each other, so that will be known as social distancing. Another thing is to put the mask on if you are going out. So like somebody asked that how we can put the mask on the smaller children. So less than 2-year child, there is no need to put a mask because that will cause more harm than any protection. More than 2-year child, definitely you can provide the mask. You can little bit twist the bands of the elastic of the mask so that it will be get well fitted to the mask. If child coughs, then it is advised that he coughs inside the mask only so that it will not spread the infection outside. Another preventive measure is to wash the hands. Like if you are going out, and mostly the children has the habit to touch at multiple places, so wash the hand immediately. You can carry the sanitizer with you and immediate hand wash can be applied. As soon as you go home, go to the washroom and do the hand washing immediately. And obviously you should advise them to avoid touching the face, because like if they have touched some places and if they will touch their head, neck and the face, the transmission of the infection will be little bit faster. Again, you should avoid the lot of contacts. Children should not go to the playground areas. Even if it is required, then they should be at a distance of the 6 feet. Group spots needs to be get avoided. Those are the steps which we can take. Now, next question you will be have that what if someone in our family acquire the infection, how to protect them from my child? So the person who got the infection, he has to confine to one room only. He should not move all over the house. He should wear the mask. He should wash the hand frequently. And for the children also, you can advise them to wear a mask and the frequent hand washing. Like why to take care of the children is very essential. Like the most of the children have the asymptomatic or milder symptoms, but they spread the illness to the elder one. So if like you have elderly parents, grandparents, or the asthmatic parents, or maybe the cancer parents, that is very severe illnesses. If they get the corona infection, then it can cause more fulminant outcome on those persons. So that's why it is advised to not to mingle grandfather, grandparents with the children. Otherwise they will get those infections and they will have the very severe illness. Now everywhere the lockdown is there, so you might feel that children are getting bored. Some children are quite mature, so they get stressed out, they have a lot of anxiety. How will you deal with that one? So talk to them simply about what is a corona, why the social distancing important, why we are staying in the house. Another thing, you reduce their TV viewing, especially on the news. Otherwise they will be get more tense, they will get more anxiety, they will keep on asking the question, and sometimes if they feel unsafe also. Find out some activities which all the family members can do together, so that it will improve the bonding, that will reduce their anxiety, that will reduce their stress. If possible, now the lot of video app is available by which you can contact and which you have the video calling, so that you can be in touch with the friends and relatives, and help them to eat the good healthy food and getting regular exercise. Now your next question will be there that where can I get more information, or where can I, if I have more questions, to whom to ask? You can put all this in my comment box. As soon as I will free, I will reply on that one. So stay home, stay safe, keep the mask, keep the social distancing. Let's hope for the best. Thank you.